If it can build websites, order my pizza, and maybe even trigger the end of the world, why not predict who's going to come out on top in the octagon? And here's the plan. I asked ChatGPT to predict the winners of UFC Fight Night Barboza versus Murphy. But first, I trained it. Yeah, I got it watching Chuck Liddell fights, leaving Cheeto Finger hate comments, and drinking Monster Energy drinks until I felt it was a full-fledged MMA expert. Then, I had to go fight by fight and predict the winners. At the time of this recording, it's Wednesday, so I'll check back on Saturday for the results. So it's the day after the fights, and ChatGPT nailed some of the fights with impressive precision. For instance, by analyzing strengths and recent performances, it predicted Williams' explosive knockout of Carlston Harris, foreseeing Williams' stand-up to be the deciding factor, despite Harris's advantage on the ground. It also predicted Adrian Yanez' knockout of Vinicius Salvador, as it gauged the fight would be mostly on the feet, and gave Yanez a clear advantage there, something we saw come to pass early in round 1. Another correct prediction was Tom Nolan's knockout over Victor Martinez, with ChatGPT suggesting that if Nolan kept the fight standing, he'd win. And although Nolan was taken down, he landed a beautiful knee after getting back up to his feet and folded Martinez. The AI also predicted Sai's finish over Toko's, thinking it would be by TKO, but acknowledging Sai's ability to end the fight anywhere. Ultimately, Sai won by submission. It also foresaw Abuz Magomedov controlling the fight for a decision win over Warlley Alves, which happened almost exactly as predicted, as Magomedov won nearly all striking and grappling exchanges. ChatGPT picked Melissa Gatto to beat Vidal by submission, and while Gatto thoroughly outgrappled Vidal, it was the striking which ultimately earned her a victory via body shot. Finally, it predicted Ariane Carnelosi's power would be too much for Piera Rodriguez, but the fight ended in a DQ after Rodriguez headbutted Carnelosi twice in a competitive bout. However, not all predictions hit the mark. Most glaringly, ChatGPT predicted a decision win for Edson Barboza, expecting his experience to be too much for Lerone Murphy, but instead, in a change of the guard, Murphy's pressure, toughness, and striking were overwhelming for the aging Barboza, as the British fighter rose to the occasion in his biggest test to date. In the Angela Hill and Luana Pinheiro fight, ChatGPT gave Hill an advantage in experience and striking, but predicted that Pinheiro's grappling and judo background could prove to be too much if Hill is unable to keep the fight standing. But Hill did just that, fighting off the judo throws and outstriking Pinheiro until the latter tired out and made the mistake of leaving her neck exposed, succumbing to a guillotine. It also picked Ramiz Brahimaj to outgrapple Themba Gorimbo. AI wasn't alone in questioning Gorimbo's grappling, but Themba made a point to silence the doubters and wrestle a lot for this training camp.
No matter how boring it was, I didn't want him to take me down.
The AI also missed the Alaten Gaili versus Clayton Rodriguez fight, predicting Rodriguez's fight-ending abilities would give him an edge. Alaten controlled the fight with his wrestling, which ChatGPT mentioned could be decisive. Finally, it predicted a close fight between Emily Ducote and Vanessa Demopoulos, giving an edge to Ducote due to her striking and versatility, and picking her to win by decision. This was a very competitive fight, however, only one judge thought Ducote did enough to win, earning Vanessa Demopoulos a split decision. ChatGPT went 7-5, which is around 60% accuracy, and not bad considering fighters can have off-night injuries or pull off unexpected strategies that no AI could foresee. ChatGPT achieving a 60% success rate demonstrates the AI's potential in sports predictions, but highlights an inherent limitation. AI can only process available data, but it can't account for the unpredictable human element of sports. In the future, we may test AI's ability to predict further fights and get a better idea of its average results. For those of you hoping to use AI for your own predictions, remember that while it can be a helpful tool, and I am impressed with its ability to analyze fighters' strengths and certain stylistic matchups, it shouldn't be your only source. Always consider other factors and do your own research. So what do you think? Should we keep using ChatGPT for future fight predictions, or was this just a fun experiment? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more exciting content. Checkmate MMA signing out. Peace.